Welcome to this presentation of UPSL soccer action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. It's time. It's Saturday night main event. I hope you ate your vitamins and said your prayers because it's Kalonji Pro Profile versus Georgia Revolution, and it's next on ASMG TV, brother. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a wet and rainy Saturday night here at Charlie Jordan Field, Shiloh Stadium for this UPSL Georgia Premier Division action, Week 10, Kalonji Pro Profile versus Georgia Revolution. Larry Weaver here alongside John Reno here in a few moments. We look at the weather. It is going to be a wet and rainy one. It is sunny right now, but the rain is on its way. Hopefully, it will hold off before we can get this match over and get out of here in time. 70 degrees right now in Snellville, 6-mile-an-hour winds. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands right now. Potros FC with that massive win over Dalton United have moved to the top of the table. Dalton United and UMAFC with 16 points. Kalonji Pro Profile sneaking their way up the table into 4th place, 14 points. Atlanta United Academy has recovered from that forfeit earlier in the season. They're in 5th, tied with Georgia Revolution. Georgia Athletic SC, they hold on to the final slot for the playoffs. FC Birmingham just on the outside looking in. FC Atlanta Legends FC, they are tied at 8. And SSL and Atlanta City FC, they are tied at 7. Atlanta City FC hold the first of the 2 relegation zones, with North Georgia United holding on to that last slot. No points on for this season. Look at the fixtures from last week. You can see you had that massive win for Potros. It was 2-1 over Dalton United, not 3-1. FC Birmingham with a great win over FC Atlanta, 2-0. Georgia Revolution losing to UMAFC 5-2. And then Legends FC losing handedly at Callaway Stadium 4-0 to Georgia Athletic. This week, Week 10, Kalonji Pro Profile and Georgia Revolution. That's your only match tonight. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, UMAFC versus North Georgia United down at MOBA. FC Atlanta and Dalton United is at 3 o'clock. That will be on demand on ASMG TV. Atlanta United Academy, SSL FC. That game has just been recently postponed. Potentially. We'll find out more. Georgia Athletic SC, Atlanta City FC at 4 o'clock. That game is also on demand on ASMG TV. And finally, Potros FC versus Legends FC at 7. That gets you caught up with everything around the league. Bring in the voice with the most, Mr. John Reno.
Thank you, Larry, and welcome everyone. Week 10, the UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. Kalonji Pro Profile hosting Georgia Revolution. Important matchup for both teams, Larry. Both in playoff contention right now. KSA, they can move up the table. They'd like to move up the table with a win today. And very important for Georgia Revolution to get a win today, as they are holding down they're near the bottom, but still in playoff contention. But the thing about Georgia Revolution, Larry, is of all the teams that are in the playoff contention right now, their goal differential, they're the only team with a goal differential in the minus. So it's very important for them to get points tonight. Definitely
so. You want to go into the playoffs with a positive in the goal differential column. Yes, it does reset, but it's all about a mindset.
But yeah, that goal differential could come into play if there's a tiebreaker. Someone can sneak in and leave Georgia Revolution.
You look at the fall. You look at the fall season going into the last week. Atlanta City had to win to get in, and then once they got in, they went on that Cinderella run and took away it with everybody.
Yeah, indeed. It's a brand new season once you get in the playoffs, as we're inching towards past the halfway point, inching towards the end of the regular season here. So every match is important.
And this has been a challenge for Georgia Revolution. They did well in Division I last season. And like we've been talking about recently, John, is a lot of these teams realize that it's another step once you get into this division than it was in Division I. And, some struggle. Some fall back down into Division I quickly. Some hold on. Like we've seen with Legends FC, they've just kind of held on since they've been in the Premier League. They've got a little work to do to see if they can make it to the next level.
Yeah, but the Revolution, for the first time in the Premier Division, they're doing pretty well for themselves. 4 wins, 3 losses, no draws. So they're doing pretty well. They're holding their own. And it'll be a tough test for them with the veteran team of Kalonji Pro Profile tonight.
You look at Georgia Athletic SC, they were the winners of Division I last season, John. And they've had highs and lows throughout their season, and they're holding on to that 7th spot, but they can't hold on, too loosely because FC Birmingham, just 1 point behind them. Yes, they have a game in hand on FC Birmingham, but anything's possible. You got to get, at this point in the season, every point counts.
Exactly, and yeah, FC Birmingham knocking on the door there with Giancarlo Bustamante, the Golden Boot leader right now, leading the way for FC Birmingham. He could be a factor as we move down the stretch. And we're going to have the walkout here, Larry. We'll get this match underway in just a moment. We'll have our national anthem. All right, that's it with the opening ceremonies. We're about ready to get this match underway. Again, thank you for joining us here at Charlie Jordan Field here at Shiloh Stadium, where we're hoping it won't be another rainy night in Georgia. As Larry mentioned, there might be some bad weather in the forecast. Hopefully we'll dodge that. There were some heavy rains in the area, but fortunately none have befallen Shiloh Stadium here this evening so far, and we hope it stays that way. And we're just about ready to get this match underway here.
Yeah, the Weather Channel is predicting thunderstorms later on this evening around the 9, 10 o'clock timeline. Hopefully we're out of here before that.
Well, that certainly sounds like good news there, Larry. And we'll keep our fingers crossed. Kalonji Pro Profile. They'll be in their all-white kits tonight, going from left to right on your screen to start the first half. And the visitor Georgia Revolution all blue tonight, going from right to left on your screen. Both teams.
And John, like we know, Kalonji so full of veterans on their roster.
Yes, indeed. They got Anthony Sumo, Grant Carr, Kaimi Irving, Dampa Tachi, Joseph Samuel. All these names. Tony Tinte, they've all been around. They're all wily veterans and certainly standout players, stalwart players for Kalonji Pro Profile. And speaking of which, that's Danielle, number 11, going to take the kickoff here, presumably for Kalonji, as we're almost ready to get this underway. And right away, Georgia Revolution applying a little bit of pressure. Back to Dapma. Dapma with it, sends it long on the near side, booted back in by the Revolution and headed up. I was looking for a Scared right there, but taken away by KSA. Ends up in midfield at the feet of Revolution. Now some pressure by KSA. And poked away and kept in by the Revolution. But Daphna handles it.
And John, these two organizations, pillars in the Georgia area for soccer, know each other quite well. Not rare that they play at this level against each other. So this is going to be an interesting matchup.
There's a long pass by Revolution, but it's headed forward by KSA and flicked forward at midfield. And handled by Kalonji. Hoffman. Now here come the Revolution.
Good step there by Carr.
Trying to cross midfield, but it's going to wind up back to the Revolution. Across midfield was Artiga. Pass almost intercepted. But Artiga still handling. Now they'll draw it back and reset. No pressure from KSA. Cross midfield now. On the near side, that's Salcedo with it. He pokes it through, but it's going to go to Shafi Manza, goalkeeper for KSA this evening.
Monzi taking the realms for Henry Playtez. He's not in the lineup for tonight, John.
Yeah, Henri is usually the one in goal for KSA, but not available for this one. Here's some more pressure applied by Revolution. Caused a little bit of an errant pass there, and they're going to own a throw here deep in the defensive third for KSA. So nice pressure there by Revolution. So it'll be a throw here for the visitors. Just in the opening salvo of this UPSL Georgia Premier Division matchup. Ball in. And right at the 18, shot was attempted but deflected. KSA trying to break out. And we get our first whistle of the match. Foul given. Foul on Revolution. So TNT. And there's a long pass and stumbling as a Georgia Revolution player, but he able to poke it away and recover nicely there by the Revolution defenseman. But KSA in control on that far side. Now they'll drop it back to Daphna. Daphna chips it in the 18, headed back out by Revolution. But kept in by KSA. Now dump off to the far side, and passing is deflected away, but not out still. And now finally the Revolution get it clear. So we're going to get a corner. Our first corner of the match will go to KSA.
Little something out of nothing there, John. Going to be a corner for Kalonji, first one of the match. One of the things I've noticed here in the first 5 minutes, Tony Tiente playing more as a number 8 central midfielder, more of the general on the pitch. Usually he's more of a number 10 and an attacking midfielder, but today he's holding back more just that general on the pitch, holding the defense for the midfield.
All right, so we'll have Joseph Samuel going to take this one. It'll be a outside swing or inside out swing. Ball in, and oh, nice.
Good strike by Daphna there.
It's a little hard shot to handle there, but it was cleared out by Revolution. So close call for Revolution right away. And ball in to Kalonji. Irving. Okay, here comes the Revolution. Salcedo dumps it off to Artiga. Artiga works his way into the 18, takes a shot. Right at Manzi there to stop it.
Good defensive work by Irving to push him out to the edge, force that shot easily grabbed by Manzi.
That's Barroer with it. Sends it to TNT. Now over to Irvin on the far side. Back to Daphna. Irving. Now on the far side with Carr. And he dishes off now. There's a long pass here. And running through the open is Samuel, but he's offside.
Yeah, he was definitely a good 2-3 yards off right there at center circle, John. Good work by Georgia Revolution to hold the line.
So just past the 7th minute mark, match basically just underway. 0-0 is our score. And there's foul. It's Kalan committing that infraction there. Revolution quickly get it in play. Mahor heads it, but Revolution's going to get to it. And they do come away with it.
Good step again by Irving.
Yeah, nice play by KSA there. It's back out to midfield. And able to keep it in is Muhammad. Now he sends it over. And that's too hard for everyone that's going to go out of play.
Yeah, just a little too much on that from Diakite. And John, I'm already seeing that Kalonji is using the width very, very well so far here in the first 9 minutes. Trying to stretch this Revolution squad out.
There comes Revolution. Not at midfield, near midfield, trying to cross over. Kalonji applying a bit of pressure, forces him back. It's Green with it. Over to Charles. Charles gives out to his teammate at midfield. And there's a missed pass there. It's going to go out. Throw for Kalonji. Kalonji on the far side. Tiente. His pass is deflected. It's going to go out for another throw. Ball in. And out of play again. Once more, another throw for KSA. Oh, they'll finally work it to the other side here, see if they can have better luck getting the ball out. But Revolution intercepted midfield.
Cowan with a bad touch there for Kalonji.
So now Revolution will reset. It's Charles with it. Over to Green. Green. Nice pass. But it's cleared away, taken away by Irvin. And now Irvin charging up the middle now. He's got numbers with him. Oh, it passed a little bit behind.
And then he also draws the Kamani did everything there. Won the ball, moved up, bad pass, foul. It was good movement by him. He just didn't get that ball on the on-runner for Kalonji. So it's not rare that you see Kamani moving that far forward.
Here comes Revolution along the near side. Battling Kalan there, but gets it away to Diduk. And he sends it, and it's going to go out for KSA throw. So just not able to connect with Schneider yet. A couple passes that weren't able to be handled. Schneider heads it up the air and heads it forward. A little bit of volleying back and forth now at midfield. Artiga has it now. Schneider passes a little bit too far, and Revolution's going to come up with it, and they're going to send it back to the keeper, Sullivan. Approaching the 12-minute mark. There's a bad pass there by Revolution, and it's taken by Muhammad. Muhammad is still in the middle, trying to work his way in the 18, takes a shot, and nice stop there by Jaden Sullivan. Larry, they just let Muhammad move in there, and he took a nice shot there, that diving stop by Sullivan.
Yeah, first real good shot of the day today by Kalonji. Moves into the midfield, and he just rips that with his left. Good save by the keeper.
KSA will get a corner here, this time on the far side. Be right-footed swing, so it'll be outside in. Ball in and headed out by the Revolution. But KSA had control. On that far side. Pass in the middle looking for Mohammed, but KSA, Dothman with it to Irvin at near midfield. He chips it back over on the far side and just not able to get handled, and it goes out of play, so it'll be throw for Georgia Revolution.
That one just had a little too much on it there, John.
It looked like he might be able to get to it, but ball did end up going out of play. Now Dothman at midfield, center circle. Over to Irvin. Drops it down to Aurora. Over the far side. Carr with it. Daniel now. End up losing it. And at midfield, and Revolution player winds up on the turf, but out of play. It's going to be a throw here for the Georgia Revolution.
And neither squad doing really well when it comes to possession so far, John.
Yeah, neither team able to establish a real foothold as of yet with possession. Ball is a little mishandled. They'll have to drop it back to the keeper. He sends it forward. Kalonji was there. Oh, nice heel kick. And he's onside. He's going to score! What a play! What a sequence there. Kalonji Pro Profile take the early lead in this one. And it's all set up by a nice heel pass. Look at that as we take a look at the replay. And puts it just right by Sullivan.
And Callan just putting it, boot through those laces through that ball there, John, and just ripped it into the back of the net. Nothing the keeper could do. Impressive
what a ball
goal.
Forward, though, to set that up, though. Great play. Kalonji Pro Profile take the early lead. Here right around the 15th minute mark. So we'll see how Georgia Revolution responds. It's a great goal by Kalon. Manzi. Samuel over to Daphma. Revolution with a little bit of pressure. They'll switch it up over to the other side on the far side. Carr now. Back to Irvin. Now over to Daphma. So one thing I have noticed, Larry, and he was in the starting lineup, but someone I do not see on the field right now, maybe he's on the bench, is Anthony Sumo, number 7. Meanwhile, we get a foul.
Definitely so, John. That's a player that Kalonji, it's one of their staples in their squad is Anthony Sumo up there on the top, usually in that left winger role. Take a look at this foul here. Good movement up that far side for Kalonji, and just kind of bowled over right there on the line, Tiente.
Yeah, with Anthony Sumo, he is, they definitely would be missing him if he's not available this evening. Former Golden Boot winner himself in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division a few seasons ago, and he's in the running for this year as well. So we'll have the free kick along the far touch. And the boot's in and headed up. And bicycle kick and goes way high and over and out. So it'll be a goal kick for Revolution.
Those are precious when you get them right, and they look absolutely awful like that when you get them wrong. It's one of those that those bicycle kicks, John, you might get 10% of them that are a thing of beauty, and then the other 90% are kind of like that. It's
kind of an all or nothing play there.
Exactly. But hey, at this point, nothing wrong trying it, especially with this turf being as wet as it is from the precipitation we've had. It's not going to be as painful when you hit that deck.
Yeah, coming to the stadium this afternoon, I was in a proverbial downpour. I was looking for an arc to float by, but thankfully the rains are not bothering us here at the moment.
Yeah, if you see two giraffes, you know it's a bad day.
Okay, so ball in. Revolution have it. Now trying to work their way in. And shot attempted. Monzi comes out, gets some hands on it, but not able to grab it. Here's a chance for Georgia Revolution. And they foul.
Good veteran play there by Tiente. Getting the foul, stopping that attack from Revolution.
And quickly into play as Muhammad with it, and he winds up getting dispossessed and down on the turf. No foul. Revolution. Intercepted. Doffman now. Weaves his way between a couple Revolution players. Now the ball winds up on the far side. And a little bit of pressure here from Revolution will force KSA back, and they'll reset. Kalonji pro profile with the early lead. Thanks to goal for Kalan. With a beautiful setup. Here comes KSA on the near side. And pass in and deflected away.
Just a whisker of a touch to get that off line because it was going right to Kalonji.
Yeah, they had two players right there in the vicinity, but deflected away just at the last moment. Now KSA on the far side, it's still in control. Trying to weave his way in down the far side now. Nice pass to get out of trouble there. Oh, nice move and to get in free, and
just be a goal kick.
I was just waiting to hear if they were gonna get a call there. So, but no call. So free kick here for.
Moving up that far side. Coming right into about the left of the box. Deflected.
That was a great play by Kamani Mills to poke that away. Got all ball there.
John, we talk about how much of a veteran team this Kalonji team is. About half this squad is part of the team that represented Kalonji in the national finals just a few seasons back.
So indeed, when we say a veteran team, that's exactly what we mean. Good experienced players that Kalonji has. And battle tested.
They ended up third in that season down there in Arizona.
And they're looking to make it back there again this season, Larry. That's always the goal, is to make it to the Nationals for Kalonji.
We've had a lot of other teams represent the Southeast in the Final Four. It's time for a Georgia team to make the Final Four again.
Maybe this could be the season. I mean, we have a couple teams who could certainly do it. And
just
we
like
got another,
that.
as we're talking here, another goal here for Kalonji, and they're going to go up 2-0.
And this one coming, John, just like you said, on deflections. You see this ball sent in, a nice ball switched to the far side, sent into the box, just a bit of a deflection, just caught the defender just watching easily in the back of the net for 2-0 Kalonji. They're making this look simple.
And that was number 34, Maror, with the goal there. Not listed in the starting lineup, but he makes an impact right away here in the first half and puts his team up 2-0. Here in the 22nd minute. So, with goals about 7 minutes apart, Kalonji up by 2 and looking pretty, as they say. Revolution need to respond. And ball out of play off Kalonji. Be a throw here on the near touch for Revolution. Tiga will put this one in.
The squad from McDonough, Georgia, Revolution, they just look all out of sorts, John, these first 24 minutes.
Well, Kalonji will do that to teams, Larry. They certainly have a way of making other teams look out of sorts when they play. But plenty of soccer left. So we'll see if Revolution can get back in this one. But meanwhile, KSA had it, now lose it. Nice feisty play by the Revolution. And the ball is going to go back to Manzi, rather. Out of Dafma.
Good job for Irving to get out of trouble there, as the Revolution man was closing down the space on him.
Yeah, with Irving and Dafma, you have a rock-solid back line there. And I'm sure Manzi's happy to always happy to see those two in front of him.
Especially in a role that he's not normally the starter for, with Henry Playtez usually with those honors. But it's another show of an evolution for Coach Bruno, where you're starting. Here's a chance.
Oh, yeah, here they bad mistake, cough up, and just wide on the far side. Golden opportunity to go up by 3 here for Kalonji, and just not able to cash in. Off of what could be a disastrous mistake here by the Revolution. We'll take another look at it.
See the mistake right here again.
Again, nice play by Mohammed there.
Defender number 3 for Revolution has really struggled these first 25 minutes.
Yes, Mohammed went in there and disrupted Green there. That's Lewis Green, number 3 there for Revolution. And ball in off the corner, and it's going to be handled by Sullivan. So close call for the Revolution. And for a while now, it's just been all KSA here in this match, in this first half.
But just to finish that thought, John, that's been one of the blind spots for Coach Bruno for the last few seasons, is hanging on to this veteran team. And tonight you start to see some of these new prospects getting starts, and you see this new evolution of Kalonji Pro Profile so far working really well for him these first 27 minutes.
Yeah, but right away having some of these newer faces making an impact in this match for sure. And we have a player down for KSA. That's Shiloh. Did not see him go down. That was away from the play, but he's up. Looks like he's going to be okay, I think, maybe.
Center ref is calling for them to make a substitution. Not sure, something going on with his boot or his foot or something there.
Well, he is limping off, but we are going to get a sub in here.
And there's your man, John, Anthony Sumo.
So not in the starting line. Maybe he was running late tonight, Larry. Who knows? So,
that's possible. There are, Kalonji is known to have multiple obligations. So he could have been with other duties and had to rush over here. I am seeing Jallo walking off on his own accord. So hopefully it's nothing of too much ill.
Yeah, I don't think we'll hear exactly reasoning, but if we do happen to hear anything, we'll pass along. But whatever the case was, substitution was needed, and now the big man Anthony Sumo comes in for KSA.
Starting in that traditional right wing position that he loves to play, even though he is a natural lefty, He will float between both sides of the pitch. Here on this near side, expect him to work his way into the middle of the box if he has possession to try to take a shot with his left. That is his power position. I think that's going to be a yellow there, John, for Carr.
Yeah, Carr knows he made a mistake as well. So yellow here for Grant Carr. That's going to come here in the 29th minute. So Carr picks up the penalty. And we'll have a free kick on the far touch for a Revolution. So it's possible we might see Carr subbed out at some point later in the match, playing on a yellow now. Ball in the Revolution, and Monzi easily able to make the grab.
These first 30 minutes have clipped right along, John.
Yeah, this half S had a rather brisk feel to it. And if this keeps up, we may very well dodge that rain that's in the forecast. Daphne gets himself out of a little bit of trouble. So Daphne now bringing it up, dishes it off to Aurora, one of the goal scorers. Daniel to Daphne. Daphne has two men on him. Finds Sumo, who sends it back to Irving.
Samuel working all the way in that back line from that midfield. Another veteran, wirily veteran, Samuel Joseph.
Oh yeah, that was Samuel and not Irving. At midfield.
So much experience in that Kalonji midfield, John.
Yeah, now Kalonji able to break through and right outside the 18, shot taken as from distance is way high and over the top bar, so it'll be goal kick for Revolution. If you're just joining us, you're watching Week 10 UPSL Georgia Premier Division action here on Atlantic Soccer Media Group TV, ASMG TV. And on our YouTube channel, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss all the upcoming matches, podcasts, interviews, lots of content there for you to enjoy. That's the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. And here are scores 2-0 in favor of Kalonji Pro Profile over Georgia Revolution. Here on a so far not rainy night at Shiloh Stadium at Charlie Jordan Field. Revolution looking to get something going as Kalonji's been, I know we have a penalty.
Well, it's almost as if Kalonji's just on another gear than Revolution. Revolution's passes are just a few touches slower, the movement just a step slower.
Yeah, Kalonji's been, you could safely say, has been dominating this half so far. And really could easily be up 3-0. Revolution now on the far touchline, trying to work his way around. Not able to. I'll draw it back. Sumo giving chase. Now sent in. Inside the 18 is going to take a shot. Manzi with the save, punches out. It goes right back in the box again, but it's going to go out of play here for goal kick.
Good work there by Monzi with the hands.
Gonna have another look.
See, he had to come all the way back with that smothering defense of Kalonji. Found a pocket of space, and he turns and rifles it. Monzi able to get his hands up.
And Scarrett, number 14, had a chance as well, but send it wide of the goal for goal kick for KSA, but Revolution trying to work their way back in. On the near side. And quick throw in here by Revolution and
Samuel getting away with a push off
yeah, I was
there.
gonna say I was waiting here for a whistle on that, but Samuel did get a push off, but no call. But goal kick for KSA.
That build up over there on the far side, John, there was a moment where Tiente just kind of wrapped up one of the Revolution players, and no foul was called there as well. So getting away with a little bit, as veterans do.
Yeah, they kind of know how far they can take things a lot of times, and they're being a little physical this evening. Meanwhile, that long pass ends up with KSA, or excuse me, with the Revolution. That's Green with it. Switches it over. Revolution trying to pass their way up. Now on the far side now, finally crossing midfield is Revolution down that far side. Pass in. He is onside inside the 18. And pass was deflected out of play. So Georgia Revolution will have their first corner of the match.
Really the best opportunity the Revolution have had in quite some time, John. Didn't really have anybody with him. Elected to just deflect it off of Kalonji and earn the corner.
So great opportunity here. Let's see what Revolution can do with this set piece. A left-footed boot. Into the box and headed out for a goal kick. So Revolution able to get a held on it, but not on frame. As we're getting ready to pass this 36-minute mark here, starting to get late in the first half.
Still plenty of time in regards to getting back into this match, John. It's not something that Revolution need to be too worried about. Still got another 45 plus stoppage times, as well as about 9-10 minutes in this first half. Would like to see them get at least one on the board before half.
Oh, it certainly could be a huge boost for Revolution if they can cut this lead in half before they go into the locker room. As I say, the next goal here will be critical. If the Revolution can get it, they'll be down a goal, but if they concede another one and go down 3-0, that might be too tough of a hill for them to climb back. Daphna gets it back. Daphna on point with his passing tonight, as he usually is. Now Revolution with it, that's Schneider. Dishing it off and pass into the center and cleared away by KSA.
That one had a good opportunity there, John. Unfortunately, it was just behind the attacking Revolution player. They're just a step off in that final third of Kalonji.
Yeah, still a little bit of a disconnect going on here for Revolution. Along the sideline, Sumo left a little bit too far in front of him, and it's going to be picked up by Revolution. Now past midfield. And pass in and flicked up in the air. Headed up in the air, headed up in the air once more. And a volley kick. Stopped there by the defense. Ball winds up. Well, I was going to say out of play, but it kept in nicely there by Scarrett.
Both teams have gone for the aerobatic, not successful.
And long pass attempt was deflected by Revolution and out of play, resulting in a throw here for Kalonji. Carr along the far touch will throw this in. Revolution with the steal. Pass attempt, booted away forward. Now there's a chase for it. On the near sideline, Anthony Sumo gets to it. He's right outside 18, moves around one man, moves around another, takes a left-footed shot off the mark. He was aiming for that far side corner, just not able to get it there. But nice play by Sumo to get himself into position to get a shot off. Here you see it, the replay. Just a little off on that strike. It's a goal kick for Revolution. Now some pressure by KSA. And send it back to Sullivan. More pressure on him. And almost gave it away again there. Dangerous play.
Almost didn't get it out from underneath of himself, John.
It's Revolution now on that far side at midfield. Now center circle. Now they move over the far side. That's Schneider with it now. Looked like they was going to try and set up a little give and go there. Now it was thwarted by KSA. And we get a foul. So free kick for Kalonji. So we are past the 40th minute. Dathma. Ed Mahor backing him up for that errant touch. And now Artiga harassing Sumo there, but KSA is going to come away with it. Carr midfield. Takes a shot looking for Samuel. But it's Daniel rather. He gets it back and he works his way around. He's had a good look at the goal and takes a shot. That's going to go up and out of play. So nice play by Daniel. And we got a Georgia Revolution player on the turf there with presumably a cramp. But here's the replay. See Daniel gets it right back and able to move around his man nicely. Had a good look, but goes up and over. May have even went off the crossbar, kind of the way that ball looked, but camera's right in front of that play. So back to live action. KSA in control, as they have been for most of this match. And ball trickles through, and offside is KSA.
This defensive line for Revolution really having a hard time with this Kalonji attack, John. They're really struggling to keep up with them.
That's the word I was going to say, struggling. But still, they're only down 2-0. There's on ball, 50-50 ball. And Schneider tries to come away. That's going to end up at the foot of the Revolution. Revolution takes a shot from distance, and it's a little high and over the top bar.
First real opportunity in a while for the Revolution, John. You see here, decent ball forward. It deflects off of the two Kalonji players. Gets there into the midfield, shot taken with the left, just not on frame.
Yeah, he knew right away he'd love to have that one back, as he sailed that one a little high. So Manzi puts this in play. Carr along the far side, sends it forward. And nice play by the Revolution to push that ball forward, and they're going to get a throw. So chance here as time is running out here in the first half. We're past the 43rd minute. You know the Revolution would love to get on the scoreboard here. Schneider with it. Dishes off on the far side, right outside the 18, moving his way in. And they, well, almost was whistle blown. It did go out, so go for a goal kick. Just not able to save it. It went past the goal line there. Sumo. KSA has it now. And in the middle now, trying to carry it up himself by 3 players. He's got 2 more in front of him. And he's going to dish it off here on the near side to Tiente. Tiente now. Nice pass, a nice shot, and nice save by Sullivan. He was right there to put his hands on it. So a little bit of fireworks here right before the end of the half from both teams. Now, ball sent long, but Doffma was there to send it forward. Now KSA trying to work their way in. They're looking for more. There's a chance for Revolution. Coming down the near side. That's Artiga with it. But back is KSA. And Artiga got himself a little too deep there, Larry. And a shot deflected out.
Yeah, his touch let him down as he was moving down this near line. You see here just acres of space. Joseph Samuel trying to get back with him. Deflects off of him out for the corner.
Yeah, that second touch just let himself a little too far there. But they do get a corner out of it. As we, looks like we're in stoppage now. So, estimate we might have at least a couple minutes of stoppage here. Now ball in, and right there for a header, but went right to the feet of a KSA defense and booted up high in the air. And now booted forward and cleared by KSA. And Anthony Suma there alongside. Travels past two men, but his pass is intercepted and sent out of play. This will be throw here for Kalonji, as we are in stoppage now. Dothma will throw in. And Dothma is going to leave it. Going to get a new ball in here. All right, so I'll switch out a ball. And Mahura, number 34, one of the goal scorers for KSA this half, will throw it. And he'll just send it back to Dothma. And Dothma's chip was intercepted. Here's a chance for Revolution. Now moving in the middle and not able to get a shot off and taken away nicely by Irving. So good play by Kamani Irving for KSA. Now Carr with it. He goes past midfield, passes it off. And here come Kalonji now into the middle. Dish over looking for Sumo, but that pass is intercepted. And here comes the Revolution the other way. Do they have time? Schneider with it. Ball forward, deep, trying to get to it and keep it in. And poked out of play by the Kalonji defense. So we're a couple minutes into stoppage time, and we're going to have perhaps maybe the last chance in the half for the Revolution as they get a throw deep in the defensive third. Ball goes to Schneider. Out of play once more, and the Revolution will get another chance here late, Larry.
I think the coaching staff of Revolution are going to need to maybe look at some substitutions to change the formation to see if they can come up with a little bit better attack.
And that is the whistle. That is the half here at Charlie Jordan Field here at Shiloh Stadium. Kalonji Profile lead 2-0, and they had an excellent first half here. And in addition to what you're saying, Larry, about possibly the Revolution needing to perhaps make some substitutions to change the formation, what other thoughts you have about this first half?
Just pitch perfect for Kalonji Pro Profile in that first 45. 2 really good goals for them. Bit of a mistake from the Revolution defense, but goals nonetheless. Hope that Jallo is okay with that substitution. You get, if you're going to substitute going from Jallo to Sumo, that's considered an upgrade for that attack. So going to see the same. Looking at the reports just a second ago, the rain has entered Sandy Springs, and it's on this way. It looks like it's going to get here at about 9 o'clock, so hopefully we finish with this match before the rain starts to fall, and we'll see what happens in the second 45.
All right, sounds good. Larry, thank you for that. And we're going to step away here now. It's halftime here, and we'll be back for about 10, 15 minutes and bring you the second half of this matchup. It's watching Week 10 of UPSL Georgia Premier Division action here on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group TV YouTube channel. Don't go away for an exciting second half, folks.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures!
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure,
And we are back, soccer fans. Welcome back to the UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. It is Week 10. It is Kalonji Pro Profile hosting the Georgia Revolution. Kalonji Pro Profile have a 2-0 lead, and it's been an entertaining first half, especially if you were a Kalonji Pro Profile fan, as they pretty much dominated that first half, scoring 2 goals 7 minutes apart. And it could easily be 3 or more, Neil, but 2-0 is our score right now. But Georgia Revolution very much still in this match. And we're looking to see what adjustments or maybe any substitutions they may have made to see what they can do to get their way back into this one, as they have a full 45 to do something about this 2-0 deficit. And we're just about underway here for the first half. I'm John Reen alongside Larry Weaver, and we are underway, Larry, for the second half. Georgia Revolution in all blue, going left to right on your screen. Kalonji Pro Profile in all white, going from right to left for this second half. Revolution cross midfielder Schneider on the near side, and ball's taken away from him, and he winds up on the turf, but he's back up. Revolution still in possession. Sent in long and kicked back out by Doffman. It's going to go out of play for a throw for Revolution. So Georgia Revolution struggled at times here in the first half. And Mr. Green there was one of the ones. Revolution past midfield. Pass looking for Schneider. He's able to keep it in. Moves around one man. Takes a shot. And it's deflected. But he gets it back. Schneider has it back. And he dishes it back, but it's going to go a little too far. And Kalonji Pro Profile past midfield. And that pass was a little too hard there for Kalen. And it'll wind up with Green for the Revolution. Now Samuel, Doffma at midfield, Doffma. Anthony Sumo, who came on in the first half to replace an injured Jallo. And we got a yellow card.
I think it's just a head injury, John.
Yeah.
I didn't see a card issued. I was going to say that, though, John, that is one asterisk for Kalonji Pro Profile with Grant Carr on a yellow. That's something that you could see if Georgia Revolution can exploit, as he's going to have to be a little bit patient. Don't want to give up a second yellow.
Yeah, with the positioning of the hand for the referee there, I thought maybe he was holding yellow there.
And I believe they're going to quickly go with a substitution for him, John, because you can quickly see a sub getting worked up and 22 coming out. Let's see. He is going to go back to the fourth official to be able to come back in. So he is going to be able to come back in. Good to see.
Yeah,
and he is back in.
Looks like Revolution are having some substitutions starting to warm up there along the sideline.
I was worried there with the head injury and how he was being escorted. I was worried that they were going to force him off, but he's back in.
Okay. Well, concussion is always a concern in any sport, and soccer is no exception.
If there's one point in sports that has gotten significantly better, it's when it comes to trauma to the head in any type of CTE damage or anything like that. We've really made huge strides in that on all around, all sports.
Yes, indeed. Now, Revolution chipping in the box, headed forward by Grant Carr. Now he sends it forward. Samuel leaves himself a little bit too far. And Scarver's going to pick that up. He sends it to his keeper. And over to Green, back to the keeper now on the far side. And ball goes past the touchline on the far side. It's going to be a throw for KSA. In the opening minutes of the second half, if you're just joining us, the Atlantic Soccer Media Group TV channel on YouTube. You're watching UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. Dathma. KSA will switch up to the alongside Carr at midfield. He's going to flick it forward. And a little too far for it was Mohammed. And it's going to go out of play. So Carr will throw it in. Deep in the defensive third. Gets in it quickly. And Mohammed with it. He's dispossessed by the Revolution. Now Revolution trying to break out. Looking for Schneider along the near wing, but a little too far, and Irving's going to send it back to Manzi. Now Samuel in the middle. Now Irving with it, winds up looking for Mohammed. A bit of a hard touch, so it goes back to Revolution. Revolution midfield. That Revolution player slips and goes down. And that's Kalen, one of the goal scorers in the first half with it momentarily. Now Dathma on that far side, Tiente. And we get a whistle. Foul on the Revolution. Quickly back in play is KSA. Irvin sends it over to Carr on the near side. Mohammed. Daniel chips it forward. Giving chase on that far side, and free ball there, and able to get to it is KSA. Now Samuel. Leaves it for Dathma. Dathma pinching in. His pass is cleared away and out. So KSA will win a throw.
Got a little left over on that clearance, John.
We do have a man down for Revolution. See who that is.
And that is the man that already came into this match with a cast on.
Nice dedication there. Now they're.
And it could be that's where he got hit. It was off the ball, so we don't have a feed of it, of when it happened on camera. Gives us an opportunity, John, to pay a few bills. Thank you to Images Frozen in Time for the sponsorship. If you're looking for photography for your next wedding, sporting event, corporate event, and you need the best of the best, look to Images Frozen in Time. Thank you to Non-Pro Soccer for all they do for the lower leagues in keeping us up to date with scores, stats, and schedules. Also to Ballistic Sportswear, sponsored. They took care of the polos that we wear here at ASMG TV, as well as the kits that you'll see on Dalton United as they won for the Community Cup. If you're looking for training kits, game kits, or anything all around for your team, look to Ballistic Sportswear.
And that was Elaine Scared, number 6, who's off now. Number 23 is on for Revolution. And that's Angel Rivera. So KSA with the throw. And Carr winds up with it in the middle, looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Now he draws a crowd, and his pass was deflected away. Now to play by Schneider, so it'll be another throw in here, this time on the near side for KSA.
And John, if this result stays the way that it does, it's going to allow Kalonji Pro Profile to jump all the way up to second place, step over UMA and Dalton United. They would have 17 points, 1 point more than the two teams.
Certainly a position they're used to being in, right near the top. Meanwhile, here's a chance for Revolution. Nice pass in the middle, and shot taken, and a shot scored! So Fernando Ortega with the goal, and it's now 2-1 as the Georgia Revolution cut that lead in half.
Great goal by Georgia Revolution here. Look at this ball forward, John. Great pocket of space. Elects to go back right to the man in the middle. He takes it and just rips it past Monzi. 2-1.
Just what the doctor ordered for Georgia Revolution. Now they are right back in this match. Now we'll see how Kalonji responds. You can almost say Kalonji's on cruise control there for a while, but they concede a goal. And now here they come. And that ball just trickled out of bounds there by Muhammad. So it'll be thrown here for Revolution. So new life for Georgia Revolution.
That's a pretty tight decision there because it looked like it was still on the line for me, John. Remember, all the ball has to pass that line.
You're talking about the barely visible line.
The barely visible gray line there. You have to remember we do have the multi-purpose field, so we have the American football lines as well, unfortunately.
So Revolution on the far side at midfield. So after a lackluster first half, Georgia Revolution get on the scoreboard now. And so we're going to throw here for KSA. Right at midfield. Samuel. I'm going to switch it up, send it over to Irvin. Irvin now bringing the ball up. Past midfield. He sends it long. And looking for Sumo. Sumo has it. And he chips it forward. He was trying to feed Kalen, but a little too far. Goal kick for the visitors.
And, John, that is one thing that we talk about when we come to Sumo. He is a really good player. The one part of his game that still needs a little bit of work is his footwork. You see there, losing possession. Still able to recover it. Try to chip it with his left, not able to do so.
That's Sullivan, the keeper for Revolution, puts it in play. Sent on the near side, looking for Rivera, who just came on, and he loses it. Muhammad had it briefly. Now Revolution take it back. And that ball's deflect off Kalen for a throw for Revolution.
Revolution have some substitutions ready to go.
So I'll get some fresh legs out there and see if they can put a little more pressure on Kalonji.
They were able to get that goal early in the second half, John, so still got about 30 minutes plus. They have an opportunity to get into this match.
It's Carr on the near side. Sends it back to Irvin at midfield. Irvin gets it back. Revolution putting on some pressure and taken away by Revolution. Schneider has it. And passed a little bit behind, but able to get it.
That one just a little too slow, but they still somehow had possession for a minute.
And still going to wind up with it. Now Schneider giving chase here in the near corner. Turns around, now draws it up. The field, he goes down and tripped by Carr. Carr's playing on a yellow. He better be careful.
Yeah, that one wasn't egregious, so he's not going to get in trouble for that one, but definitely a little bit of a clip of the ankles. Schneider's been working really hard on the wing against Carr. You see here coming back, Carr tries to just step and just catches him.
So we are going to have a free kick here for Revolution. The goal scorer just scored a moment ago is going to send it in. And Monzi, a foul called in the box.
Monzi gets absolutely clobbered there. That's one of the factors of being a keeper. You got to put your body on the line all the time. You see this ball come in from the Revolution. He goes up, jumps. I would like to see, the only thing that I will tell him as a former keeper and a trainer, you've got to get that leading knee up. You've got to separate from the players coming into the box. You've got to get that knee up, separate your space, otherwise you end up hitting the deck like that. And here comes the substitutions for the Revolution. 22's day is done. I didn't see who the other player was that came off for you, John.
Yeah, they did not do us the courtesy of turning around so we could see their numbers. But we'll get to them when we can. Now back to live action at midfield. Here comes KSA. Can he keep it in? He does. Mohammed does. Able to keep it in this time. Now he's going to move it into the 18. He's going to take a shot. And it's going to trickle through his legs into the goal. Oh, no. Sullivan was right there, and that ball just somehow just trickled in between his legs, and he is just beside himself, as you can see, hitting the goalpost. He let that one in, and 3-1 now is our score.
Yeah, this is a howler that you'll think about all the way back to Madonna. All he had to do was just wrap that up, allowed that to roll through his legs.
So
Feel for the young
62nd
man.
minute.
And we have two substitutions ready to go for Kalonji. Looks like we're going to have a change in defense for Kalonji as Tachi's day is done and number 34's day is done, it looks like.
So Mahrour, one of the goal scorers, is going out. And Tachi. Daphna's going out.
You know, Daphna was the captain of this team for a very long time, and you would see him play every single minute for Kalonji Pro Profile. As those years have ticked along, he's now more of
So 32 Jerome for KSA, one of the substitutions here. So back to live action, but just was an unfortunate turn of events for the Revolution. They were right back in the match, and just an unfortunate error by Sullivan, the keeper, leads to a 3-1 lead now for Kalonji. So it's been a couple costly mistakes so far in this match for Georgia Revolution. That's the difference so far, Larry. Now ball at midfield. Revolution has it. There's Schneider on this near wing. Nice pass in the middle to the goal scorer for. And there's a pass in the middle. It's booted up in, but it's going to be out of play for a goal kick.
And to go with what you were saying, John, that's something that you can't do for the likes of Kalonji Pro Profile. They don't need you to give them opportunities, and you're just allowing them for those easy chances on goal and those easy scores.
Exactly. A veteran squad like that will make you pay almost every time. Cannot afford to make mistakes against Kalonji Pro Profile. So Manzi will just.
Monzi's had a good cap so far these 65 minutes. Coming in for Henry Playtez.
And he's doing well. The goal he conceded he really had no chance at. But he's played a good match so far. Now Revolution trying to work their way in. That's Artiga. Artiga and Schneider kind of get too close to one another. And the ball ends up out of play.
Does earn a corner, though.
But it does earn a corner, yes, sir. So Revolution with a chance now.
We'll take a look at it again. You can see here he's moving up through the midfield. Comes from the near side, moving more centrally. Just kind of deflected there off of Diakite, number 24. As the Revolution have another sub geared up, ready to go. That'll be.
So Artiga is going to take this corner as well. Be a right-footed strike. Hand is up, ball is in, and headed forward and headed up once more by KSA, but Revolution's there to keep it in. And we get a whistle. Now KSA on that far side near midfield. Bring it across now, send it looking for Jerome here on the near wing. Has one man to get around. Tries to split the defense and goes down and gets fouled. Right outside the 18 as well.
This is going to be a dangerous opportunity for Kalonji, John. Look at this. Working on that far side, Tiente sends an absolutely exquisite ball across pitch. The newly entered man moving through the gears and just gets clobbered down just about 2 yards out of the box. This is going to be a great opportunity. I would expect Tiente to be the one to put this on frame with a four-man wall.
Yep, four-man wall. And Tiente does take it, and it goes right into the wall. But KSA maintains possession. Tiente gets it back. He draws a crowd. Works around him. Now pass across into the box, and still in possession by KSA. And they'll retreat to midfield. Irvin back to Muhammad. Muhammad sends it deep, and nobody's there for KSA. It's going to be goal kick for Revolution. Here in the just across the 67th minute, 3-1 is our score.
Here comes the next substitution, John. The third of the allotted 7 for Georgia Revolution. 11's day is done.
Schneider played a good match for Revolution, but
yeah, he played a real solid 67 minutes for the Revolution. Replaced by number 16.
Okay. That's going to be Aiden McWilliams.
And it looks like Kalonji has a substitution gearing up for them as well. Looks like Kevin Diaz is going to be coming in. Just seeing who he's coming in for. Looks like he came in. Is that Joseph Samuel who came out?
So back 5 action. So KSA matching substitution for substitution with the Revolution here.
Yeah, I think that was Joseph Samuel, number 10, who came out for the Kalonji Pro Profile.
Now Jerome at midfield. Draws it back to Carr. to Irvin. Now Kalonji will work up the far side. Now Revolution forcing back, go back to Monzi. Monzi had to get rid of it as the Revolution player was bearing right down on him. KSA win it back. KSA methodically passing the ball, bringing it up, and now past midfield. They have Jerome on the wing, and they can finally get it to him. Now Jerome has one man to get around. Tries to split the fence this time. Still on his feet. He's going to take a shot. It's going to go wide on the near side of the goal.
That was a really good opportunity by Jerome there. John, you take a look. Receives the ball from Tiente. Has just acres of space to work through. Makes his way in through the middle of the pitch before he takes that shot. Want to give you a weather update, John. The thunderstorms have broken up. Still got rain on its way. It's not that far out. But it looks like this match will conclude.
Well, that's good news to hear. Like to hear the rain just stay away for just a little while longer. Now Jerome breaks free along that wing. He's looking up. He's looking for somewhere to go with it.
He's been really, really just on the ball since he came into this match, Jerome.
Carr's pass was intercepted and headed forward.
He's given Kalonji another gear on this near side.
Oh, the foul. And let's see.
No card.
Referee's checking on him.
Not a lot of plastic issued tonight, John.
So we're going to get a free kick for the Revolution.
Just about.
It's going to be Shamar Palmer, number 7.
Just about 38 yards out. Going to be just lifted into the box.
All right, so Palmer boots it away into the box, and Manzi goes up and grabs it. And he
now that will definitely earn you a yellow. No need for that bump from the Revolution player, number 2.
So that's on Kamoni Mills, number 2. So he picks up a yellow. And first yellow of the evening for Revolution here in the 71st minute.
Man, just Monzi didn't get that exactly right, but he had possession of it when Mills just bumped him.
Back to live action. Revolution stealing the ball, working their way in. Nice pass through traffic, and nice shot, and nice save by Monzi. So that was Ortega looking for his brace there, but Monzi was up to the task on this one.
He saved it. It wasn't pretty, but he saved it.
Now ball is passed out of bounds, and quick throw in by Revolution. Revolution need 2. There's a foul. Player goes down. So he took one in the shin there, it looks like. But he's pops right back up, but he's hobbling. Revolution need 2 to tie, and our time is starting to become a factor as we're getting close to the 73rd minute of this match.
You know, it's one thing, John, as the game has evolved, one of the things that has gotten smaller and smaller over the years has been those shin guards.
Ball in and right to Monzi. He grabs it, falls on the ground.
There's a lot more space on that lower leg for a boot to go right into.
So back to live play. Kalonji sending it long, onside, but was cleared away by the Revolution. And pass car now chipped ahead, trying to get to its Revolution. Is chipped away nicely by KSA, but Revolution wind up with it. And he's foul going down.
And there's a yellow card issued to Tiente. So now here comes some cards.
So Tony Tiente now picking up the yellow for Kalonji here at the 74th minute. So this one a bit further out for Palmer this time on this free kick.
And about 5 yards farther than the last one.
Into the box it goes. And it hits the dirt and out. And I didn't hear a whistle.
Does call a corner, though.
It is a corner.
That one had a little bit more opportunity.
So Revolution will get a corner on the far side. And not waiting to waste any time. They know they need two. Into the box, and it was low. It's going to be headed up and cleared out nicely by KSA. And
Dangerous.
very dangerous play.
Sumo's going to get a yellow, I would expect, just for dissent there.
Yeah, he kicked the
Yeah,
bench.
he got away with that one.
Yeah, he thought
That's-
about it, but Sumo lucky to not get a yellow there. Now ball all the play out of play on the near side. It's going to be a throw for KSA.
That'll be an interesting part of the referee report after this match. You know, like we talk about all the time, not only are these players developing, so are these referees. They are part of a reporting system and a assessment system throughout the season.
So ball back in play, and it's going to trickle out for another KSA throw. So not sure what the issue was with Sumo. Maybe just frustrated he couldn't get to that ball, but nonetheless skating on thin ice there a bit with the referee. Now ball into Jerome. Jerome has 2 men on him, and he's able to stave him off and get the ball over. Now to the back to the defense. And KSA trying to maneuver their way out of trouble, and they do. Now they're at midfield on that far side. Nice give and go. And nice through ball, but a little too much on it, and Sullivan's going to pick it up. So play looked good there for a minute, Larry, but just not able to finish.
And if you could hear on the audio, the rain has begun to fall.
Yep, we do have rain falling. You can see it now. So unfortunately, not able to escape the wet stuff for the evening, but hopefully it won't be too bad. As earlier in the evening around this area it was raining cats and dogs, and thankfully was not the case here. And hopefully won't be the case here as the rain is now falling. We'll see how that affects play going the rest of the way here. There's Ortega chopping in and just not able to get to it as Revolution is going to go out for goal kick.
Just bouncing all the way through the box there, John. We take a look at the replay. You can see good movement by the Revolution, working it down here to the near line. Good ball into the box, just nobody on the same line. You can see 71 degrees, 6-mile-an-hour wind, but the rain is falling.
As long as we don't get any lightning, though, we should be okay. As lightning will suspend play until it clears the area, usually. Now, KSA on the far side. Sumo trying to leap over the tackle, and he goes down. Carr with it now. Sends it over to the far side. And now looking for Jerome on that wing, and the ball is going to be intercepted, but not heavy touch, and ball is going to go out of play for a KSA throw, this time on the near side. As we are past the 7.5 minute, approaching that 80th minute mark, Larry. 10 minutes are getting into crunch time for Georgia Revolution.
Yeah, we're starting to get into that desperation mode that they need to get. If they don't get a goal in the next 5 minutes, it's going to be all hands on attack.
Now ball in play. KSA trying to weave their way into the box, and it's cleared away by the defense. Up near midfield. Now here comes the Revolution the other way. Right down the middle. Nice. Oh, almost got through there, but Irving was there. The man on the spot to intercept that ball. Nice defensive play by KSA, and they're going to earn a throw.
Irving wearing the captain's band tonight for Kalonji. Been with Kalonji Pro Profile for many, many years.
He has played a great game defensively tonight, too. We've called his number a lot this evening. Now Carr throws the ball in. Carr with it once more, drops it back to Irvin. Now big boot. Looking for Sumo, but Sullivan's going to get to it, and he's going to send it up quickly. Revolution needing a goal, needing 2 goals. Down by 2. You're watching UPSL Georgia Premier Division soccer action on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel.
That's definitely not something they need right now, John. Need to stay on sides for every opportunity. Cannot allow and afford to Kalonji to reset.
Kalonji with Carr at midfield on the near side. Pass not able to be handled. Going to be sent forward by Revolution. And you see Revolution pinching up forward here, trying to create opportunities for them. There's a shot from distance. It's going to go wide on the left side of the goal.
With how everything has gotten wet over the last couple minutes, John, that's not a bad idea for the Revolution. Receive it right inside center circle. Get about 30 yards out and just take a whack at it. See if you can get the laces through the ball.
Yeah, in these wet conditions, you can get a goalkeeper slip on that turf and not able to get to a ball. So, but like you said, good idea, not a bad idea at all.
Especially if he takes an unexpected bounce.
But it looks like the rain has let up some here now. A Revolution. Looking for Rivera, and we get a foul. And man down for KSA.
Grant Carr, the man down. Take a look at what transpired. Nice ball forward, and Grant just plowed through the back. Again, that's a frustration foul from Revolution.
Yeah, it's number 23 Rivera with the foul there on Grant Carr. But Carr is up. He seems to be okay.
Carr, the veteran, knows that contact is coming.
Heading work towards into the 84th minute now.
This is going to not only be a positive for Kalonji to move up into second place, this means a stumble down for Georgia Revolution down to 6th place. They currently have a goal differential of -4, the only negative goal differential in the playoff places right now.
And goal differential is so important. It's one of the first tiebreakers. So it certainly does matter.
That first team will get a first round bye.
So KSA playing a little bit of keep away now, as they know time is starting to become on their side, up by 2.
Also know that once we make it into the playoffs, that first round, that's going to be home to whoever is the top seed. So as it stands right now, Revolution will have to travel somewhere, whether that be back here to Kalonji or all the way up to Dalton. We'll just continue to watch the table make changes every single week.
Carr a little lackadaisical with that ball, loses it, but KSA gets it back. And there's a shot from distance, and Sullivan's right there. Now the 85th minute, time is starting to run out on the Revolution.
Another substitution for Revolution is with the 4th official ready to come in.
They definitely need a spark. Revolution were able to cut the lead in half early in the second half, and then just an conceded an unfortunate third goal, going through the goalkeeper's legs when he was certainly in position to make, a routine save, and just unfortunately for Sullivan, just trickled in to the back of the goal through his legs.
And
that's
there
where we
you can
stand.
see some of the rain falling on that alternate camera feed. The 4K doesn't show it as much.
Now back to live action, and there's a shot, and off the goalpost.
Completely not even in the same zip code was Monzi.
He was certainly caught him by surprise, but he's fortunate it just went off the goalpost. And it's going to be a throw for Revolution. Along the far touch. And throw into the box and headed forward by KSA, but Revolution able to keep it in before it's cleared by KSA. Now here's a chance for KSA, 3-on-2 now. Streaming down the middle, and they're going to dish it off to Jerome here. Jerome now inside the 18 and looked for a pass, but no one was there to take it. And it looks like Sumo's down on the pitch once more. But
some of the great images from our camera crew. You can see the rain falling.
And it was nothing to what compared to what we saw earlier in the day. It's another rainy night in Georgia, Larry.
What's that old saying? May showers?
That's
April showers. What is, yeah.
April showers bring May flowers.
What about May showers? Can we get something there?
I'll ponder on that one. We'll see if we can come up with a good one there for you, Larry. But we still got a little bit of soccer left. And we get a free kick here for KSA.
But we've had a really, really mild, enjoyable spring this season so far. The temperature hasn't cranked up yet. Expect it into the playoffs. It's going to get warm.
All right, ball in, and it goes through. And Sullivan there, and he picks up the rebound. So Daniel got it past the wall, but not past Sullivan. Revolution. That's Palmer looking for the man on the wing, and it's too far, too hard. And it's going to go out of play here for a throw for KSA. As we're past the 88th minute now. And unless we have some major changes here and in a hurry, it looks like Kalonji will pick up the victory here this evening. Up by 2. They just want to play mistake-free the rest of the way.
The playoff picture is starting to come a little bit more into focus now. Most of the teams with 4 matches to go. Total of 12 matches for all teams this spring season. Atlanta United, the only team in the playoff picture right now that has a game in hand.
And their match tomorrow may or may not happen.
That
We're
one
not exactly
has
sure
been
yet.
confirmed to be postponed.
It will be? Okay.
So now that means 2 games in hand.
So
Once we get
KSA
into next week.
KSA along that far side. Sumo. His pass is intercepted. Here comes the Revolution at midfield. Down by 2. Time really running out. Working his way into the box. He's going to try to pass it forward. It's chipped away by KSA. KSA is going to come away with it.
Revolution do have one last substitution with the 4th official.
So Revolution making use of all their allotted substitutions here tonight. But just may not be enough time left for them to do anything but at least see if they can get at least one and try and cut down on that goal deficit a bit, the goal differential deficit a bit. And a heel kick to Drone, and Drone's going to let it go through to Tiente. Tiente now, right outside the box. He's going to take a shot, and it's going to go in the goal. What a beautiful shot by Tony Tiente. Lights the cigar on this one for KSA, 4-1. That's going to be your ball game now.
Tiente sends the Revolution to the showers with that strike. Beautiful shot with his right. Nothing that the keeper could do there, John.
Nope. Sullivan had no chance at that one. Tony Tiente with a beautiful golazo. 4-1's their scorer. Early candidate for goal of the week there.
Yeah, that was an absolutely sublime shot from Tiente. He's had a great 90 minutes tonight. The former Atlanta United 2 player coming back to Kalonji Pro Profile. I don't think we're going to have much stoppage time left, John.
Maybe, well, considering the score now, maybe not, but I think we had a few more delays in the second half than the first, but we'll see what the referee does. But down by 3, I don't see him letting this match go on a whole lot longer.
Especially with the weather continuing to come down.
Exactly. Amanzi with it, and he directs it out of harm's way.
Not the greatest of clearances, but a clearance nonetheless.
Down midfield's Kalonji. And Sumo a little frustrated tonight.
The field took him out that time.
The turf monster got him. But I imagine it's a bit slippery out there right now, not the best conditions. And Jerome just kind of pokes it forward here. Sullivan's going to pick it up. And that's going to be it. That is it. That's our final, folks. Kalonji Pro Profile with an impressive 4-1 victory tonight over the Georgia Revolution. Here in Week 10 of UPSL Georgia Premier Division Soccer. Larry, your thoughts on the match, sir?
All around, just perfect performance by Kalonji Pro Profile. Everyone put in a perfect shift. Revolution just never looked like they were on the same level with Kalonji tonight. Definitely something they're going to have to think about and work out in practice this week and get ready for next week. We take a look at the fixtures from this week. You see with that loss, 4-1 to Kalonji. UMA plays at 1 down at MOBA against North Georgia United. FC Atlanta, Dalton United at 3. That'll be on demand on ASMG TV. Atlanta United Academy and SSL was postponed. Georgia Athletic and Atlanta City FC will also be on demand on ASMG TV. And the final match is Potros FC versus Legends at 7. We look at next week, John. Georgia Revolution home to SSL. They need points in these last 4 matches of the season. If they want to continue to hold a playoff position, they need every single point that they can get. UMA welcoming Kalonji Pro Profile. North Georgia United welcoming FC Birmingham to Riverbend Park. North Georgia United need to get some points before this season ends because they're still mathematically in this season. However, with 0 points, it's not looking good for them as they are potentially the first casualty of relegation. Legends FC welcomes FC Atlanta to Callaway Stadium. Atlanta United is going to welcome Georgia Athletic to the Children's Health Care of Atlanta Soccer Complex over there in Marietta. And at 7 o'clock, Potros FC, Atlanta City FC. That'll be a good match. Potros FC needs to continue their winning ways if they want to stay at the top of the table because the likes of Dalton United and Kalonji are not going to make it easy for them.
Yep, so I got a full slate of games tomorrow and next Memorial Day weekend. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel so you don't keep up with all the action. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight, folks. And so on behalf of our camera operators, Andre Bomar and Krishna Bomar, alongside Larry Weaver, my name's John Reno. It's been a pleasure bringing you tonight's soccer action to you. We'll see you next time on the pitch. Good night.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.